Devin Haney will be facing Regis Prograis this weekend, December 9th at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Will be a huge fight. Things that Regis Prograis been asking for. He likes to fight big fights. Been asking for the big fights. Devin Haney has put himself in a position where he stays in big fights. He's becoming a household name. A lot of guys seem to feel like he doesn't want to fight them, but he stays in a big fight all the time. So it's kind of hard to say somebody don't want to fight you when they're in a hard fight all the time. And Regis Prograis is the same. You know, he doesn't take any easy fights or try to cut corners or anything like that. He's basically made a name for himself also. But with this fight coming up, it's going to be a huge test. I feel like Regis Prograis is definitely someone that fans like to see in the ring, action-packed. I feel like he would have to, I know he doesn't like to jab a lot. He uses the jab as far as for distance, and it's effective at times, but he likes to basically counter off that jab and try to punch off that jab sometimes. So a lot of times it's not really as effective as a Devin Haney's jab would be. But I feel like he has loads of power. He knocks guys out. He can aim his power punches very well. I've seen him knock guys out who've been off when he's been off balance and other things like that. So his power carries well. It's just that he'll have to take risks when he's in there with a guy like Devin Haney, who's a lot taller, has a lot more reach. He'll have to take risks like that in the fight in order to try to gain any kind of advantage. Because the power punches and the jab is not going to be there because I feel like Haney going to be going back and forth off of that. And that's not going to be something that Regis Prograis going to want to do if he's going to want. With Devin Haney moving up to 140, I feel like the weight is going to carry well for him. A lot of people don't notice it, but when you move up from 135 to 140, it's a huge difference. At that weight class alone, because he's growing and he's outgrown the weight class, and he's feeling more comfortable, adding more muscle, so he's going to have more power in his punches. A lot of things people are going to notice when the fight starts. They think he's going to just jab and do certain things like Lomachenko was doing in the fight as far as just speed punches and different things like that. He'll have an advantage as far as hand speed, but Regis Prograis, he doesn't have the punch output that Devin Haney has. So after a while, he's going to be touching with the jab, but he's not going to be throwing it in later rounds. In later rounds, he's going to be picking his spots and choosing when he wants to throw the punch or not. So that definitely is something I'm going to be expecting. But I feel like Devin Haney going to come out and be aggressive, try to have Regis Prograis on the back foot. I feel like a lot of times Regis Prograis will fight on the front foot. Really doesn't fight off the back foot like most guys can, like a Devin Haney or any of these other guys do. Devin Haney's real effective at fight on the back foot, but I don't feel like he's gonna be in that position, so he doesn't have to worry about it. But Regis Prograis, his movement around the ring, I feel like he has decent head movement, but he doesn't get out the line as much. So that's gonna be an issue when he's facing Haney with the reach. He will have to try to change angles. I feel like he will change angles well, but it won't be effective like in most cases when you're doing things like that. I feel like Regis Prograis has a lot of work to do if you want to try to get past the attack of Devin Haney, because Devin Haney, he's not going to be on the defense as much. I feel like Regis Prograis going to have to be more effective early in the fight. I feel like his stamina is will basically affect his performance later on in the fight, because I don't know. I just feel like he he wasn't as effective in his last performance as far as his stamina. I know he's thinking of things as far as people questioning his chin or this or this. The thing that stuck out the most to me was his stamina. Later in the round, the guy was running circles around him. He was uh, trying to pick spots to throw his punches, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Devin Haney will be the perfect person to take advantage of that. If you think coming in not in shape, but he said he's been in camp and been in great shape doing certain things, so I gotta believe him on that. But the stamina I've seen, that's not gonna do it for me. I feel like Devin Haney got a huge advantage from that, especially with his weight coming up. It's gonna be the thing that Devin Haney's gonna basically benefit from moving up. It's gonna be his power and his stamina. He's gonna be in great shape because he don't have to worry about losing weight and different things like that. So it's gonna be a lot of things that he can take advantage of. But I feel like in most cases, that power always translates when you're moving up. We've seen it with many guys. A lot of guys, you know, they'll probably get knocked out at one weight, but when they move up, they don't get knocked out as much or knocked out at all. So it's a huge difference. And Devin Haney feels very confident about his moving up in weight, and he feels like that's something that a lot of people are going to be basically intrigued by. But I already felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is moving up in weight, so especially around that 135, 140 range, it's a huge difference. It's only 5 pounds, but it's a huge difference. I feel like with Regis Prograis, he would have to move around the ring a lot more. I know he likes to try to move forward on guys and different things like that, but with Haney, he's gonna have to try to move at angles when he comes in. He could do that very well. He can step to a right angle or step to the left and throw a punch. That's something that I think he'll have an advantage doing. If he sticks to that game plan, he'll have a fight. But I feel like just doing that's not gonna work though, because then you still have to try to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? The head hunting won't work. And I've seen he'll head chase sometimes, but also when he does that, he changes the fight like that. That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna have to take risks in this fight, especially when you're going against a guy who can jab like Devin Haney can, and he has a reach advantage, and he's moving up in weight. So you got to be real cautious about stuff like that. So I feel like Regis Prograis gonna definitely have to be on the watch for Devin Haney just taking over, bro. He can take over with a jab in this fight, because then it'll cause Regis Prograis to just keep resetting. Then he's gonna try to get in close and try to get him in the corner, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want, and then Devin Haney will force you to smother your punches and different things like that, or he'll keep you at a distance. This might be a different fight where people might think he might stay on the outside and he might go on the inside a lot more than what you think. He can do both, so I feel like Devin Haney's prepared to stay on the inside or fight on the outside with Regis Prograis. But I think he'll be smart with it. He'll start from the outside first, try to figure out what he can take advantage of. I think the crowd will have him a little excited in the beginning, so he'll probably be doing a lot more than what he usually does, but it won't be anything dangerous. It'll be just it'll probably come from confidence in his weight and different things like that. But I would give Devin Haney the edge right now, just because, you know what I'm saying, you coming off beating Lomachenko, you've had a lot of time for that to soak in, and Regis Prograis, he feels like he's the underdog and different things like that, and I don't know, I don't feel like his confidence is there all the way. He's iffy about certain things and maybes, ifs. And I don't feel like he's never like put himself in that position. Usually he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna be winning. So more of that concerns me than him actually fighting. Him actually fighting doesn't really concern me as much as far as his performance and what he's gonna do. His attitude is what I'm most concerned about, because it feels like his trainer is sometimes more hyped than he is about the fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's most of the time not a good sign. Not all the time, but most of the time it's a bad sign. But if Prograis can fight himself out of situations like he did in his last fight, I feel like he'll be all right, man. Because, like he said, I'm better with my back against the wall, which is true. But you don't want to fight against a guy like Devin Haney with your back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like I hate to use this analogy, but it's like when Jamel Charlo, he wasn't really fighting back or getting Canelo off of him until Canelo gave him no choice but to say you either get knocked out or you're going to fight back. And Charlo did enough to get him off of him, but it wasn't enough to win the fight. So I don't want to see Regis Prograis in that position, but it seems like he's in that position right now. He's got to basically prove that he's not there to just not get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Not disrespecting him saying that, but as far as from the things I've heard him say before the fight, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of you know what I'm saying? He should have Haney scared. I feel like with the power that Regis possess, he should be in a position where he should have Haney scared. Not that Haney would be scared, but he should feel like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one who holds the power. But I feel like Haney gonna have a lot more power than what people realize. But I feel like he should be in a position where he's a lot confident going in and talking. You know what I'm saying? But from what I seen, Haney is more confident in his power right now. And people try to say, well, he ain't got none. Well, hey, whatever power he does have, it's gotten a lot of guys out of the way. They don't want to mess with whatever little power he does have. Whatever little power he does have, they do not want to mess with it. That's definitely what I see right now. I'm like, oh yeah, so Regis don't like to stand in the pocket like that and just get punched up. I know a lot of times Regis Prograis trainer or coach was saying that Haney doesn't want to stand there and fight toe to toe and different things like that. Oh, Haney gonna definitely fight toe to toe. It's gonna be a difficult fight. He definitely gonna fight toe to toe with Regis. If they don't expect that, I don't know what to tell them, but Haney definitely gonna fight toe to toe with Regis though. I can guarantee it. But I feel like Devin Haney will basically display his hooks with power, basically going to the body, right and left hooks to the body. I feel like that'll be a power punch that'll kind of help break Regis Prograis down. I know a lot of people haven't seen him display hooks and different things like that in fights. He's been implementing a lot more power hooks. I feel like he's always throwing hooks, but I guess guys haven't been watching him as much over the years, but he basically can do it all. But I feel like the hooks will basically keep Regis Prograis from standing in front of him or trying to attack. It's a lot of things that Devin Haney did with the hooks against Lomachenko that kind of made the difference in the fight, where Lomachenko was kind of attacking when Devin Haney was throwing power hooks to the body, changing levels, going up, down, and up top, down low, different things like that. I felt like those were very effective punches that he thrown against Lomachenko. Regis Prograis has kind of the same build, stature, so he's just a little bigger, but I feel like he'll be able to use the same kind of strategy. I feel like the CANTFACEITBOXING strategy will actually work more than the Lomachenko strategy because Lomachenko throws a lot more punches than Regis Prograis does, so that'll be kind of, the strategy as far as throwing punches like that. I don't think that'll be as effective, but I think he'll do a good job if Devin Haney stays to the body and kind of break him down that way, keep him from moving around, and kind of take the fight out of him a little bit. But I feel like a Regis Prograis kind of keeps him in the corner and different things like that, try to fight towards the ropes. He'll have an advantage as far as exchanging punches and going back and forth with Devin Haney, doing different things like that. I feel like he'll have a huge advantage. But he has to be on attack though. He can't be gun shy and kind of afraid to go in there risking and getting knocked out. I feel like with him, when his instincts kick in, he's gonna realize, you know what I'm saying, okay, I can't just let him just jab me all day. I'm gonna have to try to make something happen. I feel like he'll have success doing that a couple times, but after a while, I feel like when Haney gets the timing down or his rhythm, and Regis Prograis drops his hands and kind of doesn't kind of move his head around. I know you can get head moving overnight, but he has a little bit, but he still stands on the line though. So I feel like Devin Haney will take advantage of that. But also it can work in Regis Prograis' favor because if Haney's standing in the pocket too long, he can also catch him. So I don't know if Haney will be affected as much, but you know what I'm saying, anybody can get caught. So there's always something that Haney has to be aware of, but anybody can get caught. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't question his chin no more after he's been through all these fights. I don't know why we question the boxers' chins and different things like that anyways, when most of these guys have been knocked down before. I mean, it's a fight, or been close to getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury get knocked down every week. I don't see nobody making a big deal of that, so that's something I definitely have been aware of. So I feel like Devin Haney definitely brings stuff to the table as far as with his new attributes, as far as with his strength going up, weight going up, different things like that. That'll be a huge plus for him. I feel like he's done a lot to put himself in a position. I feel like the uppercut will be an underrated punch in this fight. I feel like that's something that they can all take advantage of, is the uppercut. The uppercut is something that a lot of these guys can take advantage of when it comes to being up close and inside and different things like that. They've done a lot of different things where they basically fought inside and went toe-to-toe with different fighters that a lot of people didn't think that they would go inside against. So it can turn to that kind of fight easily, very fast. But I feel like they'll be disciplined. They won't try to leave themselves open, but like I said, Devin Haney, he'll fight inside, outside, doesn't matter. So I feel like Regis Prograis, he'll feel like, well, I got an advantage there, so I'll just fight inside, try not to fight off the clinch. Because I feel like he'll fight off the clinch, man. He might get caught leaving out of the clinch or something like that if the referee doesn't break it up. So, but I feel like Haney can get caught like that if Regis Prograis just break out of a clinch and just, throws a hook with him leaving out or something like that. But he has to be aware, man. He has to be aware because the jab's gonna be active. And I feel like when he's when that jab is in his face, I feel like a lot of times he's not really paying attention to what's in front of him. So he kind of gets agitated, or he'll try to move around it, but it's not really something that is going to benefit him going against Devin Haney. I feel like Devin Haney, I feel like his jab is what's going to make the difference and everything. But I mean, Prograis still has a chance if he just sticks to his fundamentals and try not to put himself in a position where he's taking a bad risk. But he has to be able to win a 12-round fight if he's not getting a knockout. You know what I'm saying? If he's not getting a knockout, I don't see it. I don't see him winning multiple rounds like that over a period of time with Devin Haney. That'll be a hard task because, like I said, Prograis later in rounds 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I wouldn't expect too many jabs thrown from him. He's not a guy who jabs a lot, but he does use it though. You know what I'm saying? He uses it, but his punch output ain't high, so it gets low after a while. But he definitely uses it. But if he's not punching that much and he's just doing certain things, then it's not really a big deal. So, but I feel like Haney will be able to get him. I feel like he can catch Regis Prograis and drop him. Regis Prograis also can catch Haney, but it'll take some work. He'll have to empty the gas tank, which he can do, but you got to put himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? But that's really all I got though, as far as with that. But I feel like Devin Haney will win on decision, possible knockout. If you think it'll be a knockout, you can go with a knockout. But I feel like he'll win on decision. It'll be a hard fight. I feel like somebody can get dropped in this fight. I'm not just saying that to say that either. I feel like somebody will go down in this fight. But it's not a fight with guys. I don't feel like it'll be, to say one of these guys will get knocked out. That's a hard thing to say. You know what I'm saying? So I just stick with the other thing as far as the decision, possible knockout though. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.